Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going into the Crown's office. We're here to hold the Crown, provincial Crown, accountable for things that they're making, like statements of you can't videotape in here, you can't have public information such as business cards, you're not allowed to have public documents like statements made to the Peterborough Police Department concerning open-air drug use, where they're telling them not to arrest for these charges. Spoke to Sergeant Townsend, who used to be on the DBIA of 2022. Who's under the understanding that Peterborough is safe and that we have no problems downtown. Townsend, who used to be on the DBIA of 2022, who's under the understanding that Peterborough is safe and that we have no problems downtown. After speaking to Sergeant McLean, he informs me that there was a law passed 4 years ago allowing for open-air drug use in Peterborough. This was disseminated through the Crown's office, and that's why they're not arresting. Upon further investigation, I found out that this is only true in British Columbia, and even they're trying to roll back on this. But our Doug Ford came out, said zero tolerance. Our police chief came out and said he won't have it in Peterborough. But yet when you speak to Sergeant McLean, I get quoted a law that's not on the books. Which brings me here today to hold people accountable for what they say. Now, there's no recording in our police station, but as we can see, this is a public building. This is a visitor center here for Peterborough, paid by citizens of Peterborough. They are open Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. They have many public services in this building. So as we come around to the front side here. By the way, we're at 270 George Street North here. They got the Community Futures program in here. So a lot of governmentally funded programs. So I see no reason why we can't go in and ask questions to our public officials regarding what's going on here. Wish me luck. Let's see if we get a trespass today. Just take quick note. I see no signs that say no video recording. Let's give this a try. Another thing I want to note is look how busy this place is, and we don't have enough funding for the police, as they say. But meanwhile, we can afford a huge building like this for... I'd be interested to see the patronage in this place because I doubt it's that busy. But probably lots of money spent on it. Alright, here we go. We'll be going up to the second floor. Government building. As you can see, the DBIA is on the same floor as the Crown's office. So once again, this should be open to the public. Publicly funded building. Still nothing about photographs. Absolutely nothing. Let's head to the Crown's office and see what they have to say. Oh, and before we do that, let's just take note of where the Crown's office is in relation to the Downtown Business Improvement Association office. So, right there. Oh, and look at that. There's a camera recording us, if you see it way down there at the end. So, once again, as Sean Paul says, even though it's American law, they can record us, but we can't record them. Shout out to you, Sean. So, here we are, the DBIA Peterborough. Spoke with them earlier there last week. I'll be doing a follow-up video on statements they made. Unfortunately, once again, not recorded. But this is the beginning of public transparency. So here we are. There's another video camera of them recording us, but must not be able to record them. No signage here whatsoever. Not being able to record. Ministry of the Attorney General, Crown Attorney. Hello, ma'am. I was wondering, would I be able to get information on the prosecuting crowns here in Peterborough?
Do you mind holding just?
Yeah, no problem. I'll wait, ma'am.
Hi.
I'm just here wondering if I might be able to get the business cards or names of the Crown that prosecutes here in Peterborough.
There's several crowns to prosecute. Do you have a matter before the court?
I do not, no. Would you like me to tell you what's going on, and I'll
Well, if
explain?
you're
or-
videotaping me
I
right
am.
now, you do not have my permission.
Okay.
So you can turn off the video and we can have this discussion.
So,
Or we will contact the building manager and ask that you be removed.
okay. So the reason why I'm recording is for transparency. I would suggest if you would like me removed from the building, please, because I will be taking the trespass charge and following up with this. This is a public office with
I know, but
public
I don't
employees.
give you permission to videotape me.
I know, but ma'am, you're a public employee.
That doesn't mean that you have permission to videotape me.
Well, so if you may, I'll just explain.
No,
When I'm
sir.
told stuff and it
Please.
is incorrect, I
I've-
need to be able to hold you accountable to what you tell me.
Okay.
And there's no way of
I
that or
told you
record.
what the
I
conditions are
understand.
for me to have a conversation with you.
Okay.
So will you be leaving that on?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, then I'm going to leave
Okay.
and we'll contact the building administrator
Okay.
and ask that you be removed,
All right, ma'am.
okay?
No problem.
All right.
Thank you. So, as we just seen there, she's willing to talk to me off record, but will not talk to me on record. This is not transparency, people. How am I supposed to tell anyone what I'm being told if this woman will not speak publicly? Much less not even speak to a subject, but give me public information. Like I said in the beginning, I'm here to collect public information in regards to our crown, which is public information, to get business cards. Yeah, yes, sir.
Yeah, what's your name, please?
I'm just a citizen.
No, I need to know your name. This is a private office.
This is
an
a
office
public
where we work.
office.
No, you're not allowed inside of here, sir.
I'm not inside your door.
You're not allowed to be filming
This
inside.
door's open.
You're not allowed to be filming inside of this government office.
There's no signage saying no recording.
I'm telling you, sir, not to do it.
Could I
What
get
is
your name, sir?
please? My name is Paul Murray.
Paul Murray. Thank you, Paul
I'm
Murray.
a Crown Attorney for Peterborough County.
Thank you, sir.
What's your name, sir? Give me the courtesy.
I am not under any.
I'd like to know who I'm speaking with, sir. If you give me
My
the
name is
courtesy.
Brandon. My name is Brandon.
Do you have a last name, Brandon?
I'd rather not give that, sir.
Why is that?
Because this is going to be going public.
And that would be great, so you can tell me, Brandon, who you are.
I don't want my name in public because I'm
But you're prepared-
experiencing a
but
lot
you're
of
prepared to
criminal
put-
activity.
You're prepared to put our name?
You guys are public figures, sir.
That doesn't mean we're supposed to be on the public forum, sir.
Yes, sir. You're accountable to the public.
You know, sir, you're not allowed to film in the courthouse. You're
No.
not allowed to film in the government
That's
building.
a court order.
I'm sorry?
That is a court order by a judge.
No,
Is it-
no, inside a courtroom.
Yeah.
But it's in a courthouse.
Outside the
Police will-
halls. Yeah.
Sir, we phoned the police.
Yeah. Okay.
We're going to be asking that you be trespassed from this building. We do not want you filming.
I understand.
And I do not want you filming my staff. And putting their faces across the media.
They're public figures.
No, we're not public figures. We're
You
public
are.
servants.
Exactly.
Sir.
When you're trying, I'll explain to you if you're willing to listen for a
I'm
second.
going to listen, sure.
So I have been told by our staff sergeant, Sergeant Townsend, that we don't have a problem downtown as far as open air drug use, things like that. I've been told by Sergeant McLean that there's a letter passed around from the police department to the Crown's department saying that not to prosecute for open air drug use, sir. I've been in touch with their MPs, MPPs, and all of them say that there's not much we can do about this because there's no accountability. So I'm here to inquire as to this document, if it's available, so I can reach out to you via email. I've spoken to this lady behind the counter.
Brandon, you understand that we're the provincial crown.
Yes, sir.
You understand we don't prosecute drug matters?
I've spoken to the federal crown just yesterday,
That's fine. They
and
prosecute the
she
drug
told
matters.
me, well, she told me this is falling on the provincial office down here because,
It doesn't fall in the provincial office. We don't prosecute drug charges,
well,
sir. It's
this is what the federal told me on the phone just yesterday.
The Public Prosecution Service of Canada prosecutes all drug charges under the CDSA.
Okay.
We do not.
See, and this is what I'm trying to have an interaction so we can communicate, so I can look up this information
Well,
myself.
then I would suggest you go look it up, sir,
I
under
would-
the Criminal Code and the Controlled Drugs and Substances Act.
I would
But you do
certainly,
not film my staff here without their permission. They are not public figures. This is a this is a government office, and they do not have to be exposed to the media in any way, shape, or form. If you wish to make a complaint about circumstances, you may write to the mayor.
I have.
You may write to your member of parliament.
I have.
Your member of provincial parliament.
I have,
Or to the
federal crown,
federal crown.
have, police
and-
chief, yeah.
Sir, you
Border
do not
police,
have a right
I have.
to come in here and film my staff.
Well, sir, if I'm being told stuff, just
What?
if you don't mind, I let you speak.
Explain to me how the filming of my staff is assisting
Okay,
you.
fair enough. So the first time
Actually, I'm going to get my camera. I think I'm going to film
yeah,
you.
for sure,
Would you mind
sir.
that?
I would not
Then
mind.
why don't you give me your
I
last
should
name,
have got
Brandon?
one here. When the police come, I will give it to them if
This
they're
is
going to
not
charge
a
me.
camera. This is just for security purposes.
And this is for transparency purposes.
So
That's
why
all.
don't you give me
So
your last name, Brandon?
the reason why I came here the first time when I was not recording, I spoke to, I got the name in my book here, I'm sorry, it's the lady with the short hair. At the public window, I said to her, could I please get the names of the prosecuting crown so I can reach out to them via email to discuss what's going on? She told me that information is not for you, sir.
That's correct.
I said, could I at least get their business cards? Because you should have business cards here, right?
You do not have business cards, sir.
Well,
We never had business cards
How
for
does
years.
how does one reach out to you to discuss what's going on with the crown and the
Well,
police?
you write us a letter, and then it will come to my attention, and I will respond to it.
I would like to have your email, so I could have done that.
Well, sir, why don't you just write me a handwritten letter and drop it off, and then I can respond to it.
At this point, I would like to have an email so I can
Why?
have documented
Why
proof
do you-
of what's
why
going
do you have
on.
my email, sir? Because I'm concerned that
I'm
you're going to abuse my email by, again, publishing it across many social media sites. My email box.
Is it a public email, sir?
It's an email as a member of the public service.
Mm-hmm.
You're not entitled to everyone's email that's in the public service, sir.
Well, I'll look into that.
Yeah, please do.
Like I say, I'm just new at this, but what I've been told by police chiefs. So, if I
You've been
may,
told by
can I
a
give you
police
some
chief?
context? Can I give you some context to this?
Sir, what's the context?
Well,
Please.
so your staff sergeant
You mentioned Staff Sergeant Townsend. You
Townsend,
mentioned-
yes, who told me that our downtown was safe. Over 150 of your constituents downtown here, stores, spoke to them. Took me 4 days, 8 hours a day. every single one of them says problem is open air drug use. I go back to Sergeant McLean, I ask him why, and he tells me, and you can understand, I can't record in the police station. And he tells me on record.
Isn't that a public, aren't they public figures as well, sir?
Well, they've deemed the police station an emergency, some sort of venue.
Yeah.
Well, unfortunately here you have no signage, sir.
Well, no, but this is a public office.
It is.
It is a government office.
Public window.
I've asked you now to leave.
Yes, sir.
You have no business here.
I do.
No, you do not.
I'm asking you for
So
public
have you been charged?
information.
Have you been charged with a criminal offense, sir?
I have not,
Are
sir.
you here to pick up disclosure?
I'm here to pick up public
Are you a
information.
victim or of crime or a complainant?
Yes, sir.
And you have registered a complaint with the police? There are charges been laid?
The police will not lay charges and they will not see my evidence.
So,
Which-
so at this point, sir, you have no business in this office, and I'm asking you politely to leave. And
Okay.
if you're choosing not to, then the police will be coming and they will be trespassing you.
May
And then
I?
if you return, you will be arrested for trespass to
I
property.
understand, sir.
Do you understand those things?
I do, sir.
Are you prepared to get yourself arrested for that?
Well, I'm willing to take a ticket to fight in court to stand up to what's going on here. I will get it myself as civil lawyer. I'll pay for it myself. I've got
I'm
plenty
glad
of
you
funding.
answered. Yes.
But this is allowed in our legal system
No,
to
no,
hold.
No, it's not
public
allowed
officials
within our legal
accountable
system
to what
where
they
you
say.
are filming my staff. That is not allowed.
Your staff are public figures.
No, they are not public
It is a-
figures, sir. There's a difference. Tom Cruise is a public
This
figure.
is a public window, right? Hello, sir. How are you?
How are you?
Not too bad.
Hey.
What's going on here at the office today?
May I get your name, sir?
Jamie McIntyre,
Jamie McIntyre, and your badge number, sir?
194.
194. Thank you. If I may get your
Sure, it's Lauren Davis, 223.
Lauren Davis 223. And you, sir?
Constable Bigelow, 275.
Thank you. I was here a few days ago requesting public information,
Okay.
such as our Crown's emails, so I could reach out to them regarding some information I heard from your police chief.
Okay.
They refused me public information.
Okay.
Yeah, right, I'm just over there.
I said, could I at least get their business cards?
Okay.
And they informed me, no, that's not for you to have.
Okay.
And they told me to leave. So I left. I've now returned.
Mm-hmm.
I'm documenting my
I can see that. Yeah.
interaction here. Once again, requesting information from this gentleman.
Okay.
I guess he is a Crown for Peterborough.
He is, yes.
I have now asked him for his public information via email so I can reach out to him and discuss this
Okay.
via email so I have documentation as to what he's telling me.
Sure.
And now he's telling me to leave a public office where there's a public window, where there's no public sign saying no video recording, no audio recording. I entered the building, there's no signage on the front door. It's a visitor center downstairs. We got the Downtown Business Improvement Association here. We got Futures program here. This is all public from what I can tell.
That's correct.
And this gentleman here is telling, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Gentleman.
I'll let you speak.
Brandon. We won't provide his last name.
Oh, okay.
Brandon.
Unless if you want,
I've
sir.
asked him.
Sorry?
Unless if you're telling me I'm going to be charged,
I'd
then I'll
like it
give
at
it
some
to
point.
you.
I'd like your name at some point for sure, yeah.
Yeah, if I'm going to be charged, I'll
Well,
give
if you've
that
been
to you.
directed to leave the building and leave
I
this
have.
office, then
I believe I have.
you failed to do so at this point?
I'm being asked.
Brandon has attended the building before,
Okay.
last week when I was not here, and was videotaping one of my staff.
Okay.
They are not public figures, Brandon. They are public servants. They do not have the right to be videotaped, to have their face or jobs posted all over the internet. Now, this is not appropriate. This is a government office. It is not a public office. It is a government office where we work.
Yes, sir.
I am asking you, and I have asked you several times, not to videotape within this office.
All right, sir.
Failing to do so, I will be asking these officers to trespass you because you have, as we've confirmed, no reason to be here. You
Well,
are not an accused person. You are not seeking disclosure. You are not here to meet with anybody. You have no purpose to be here except to, frankly, intimidate my staff by filming them. I'm telling you that that is how they feel.
Okay, sir.
And if you should appreciate that they do feel intimidated when someone comes in and films them. So I'm asking you, sir, please leave, come back, do not come back. If you need to get a hold of me, please mail me a letter and I will respond to you. I am not prepared to give you my email address because in the past, when I have given people my email address, such as yourself, it ends up on broad-based forums. It is my work email, and I need that to keep my email box relatively clean to do my work. So I am prepared, if you have specific questions, to take your number and name and phone you and have discussions with you, or to respond.
May I interject for 1 second, sir?
Yes.
So you're asking me for my personal information as a private citizen,
Yes.
but when it comes to me asking you for your business email, you are not willing to provide that to me.
Not to you as a private citizen, sir. I will provide it to police officers, I provide it to other lawyers, I provide it to people that I work with in the criminal justice system. But you won't even provide me your last name.
I'm not obligated to, sir.
Well, no, I didn't say you were. But if you're asking me to provide you with information, and I've explained to you, sir, that as a general rule, we do not prosecute drug matters in this office. That relates to the federal Crown.
And as I've stated to you, I spoke to the federal Crown. I can give you her name. She has directed me to the provincial office, stating that this is an internal document for my city, not from their office. How would you like to respond?
I know of no internal document that you speak of, sir.
Thank you. And this is what I'm here for, sir, is to document you saying this to me, that there is no internal document. As I say, I would have loved to have reached out to you via email to discuss this when I first came in without video recording, but I was denied that.
Well, as I understand, sir, your video recorded right from the get-go. So you now have your answer that I am unaware of any specific document, and you do not need to come back. Is that correct?
I would still like your public email so I could discuss things further if I have further follow-up with you. But
You can mail something to me, sir. We still use snail mail. We still use letters.
okay. Am I trespassed?
I'm asking that you leave, sir.
Okay, and I'm
And
asking.
I would ask you that you do not come back
Okay.
unless you have actual business to do in the criminal justice system as an accused person, as a person who may be a victim of crime.
I am.
Well, no, sir, because there's no charges in relation to anything that you're dealing with at this juncture. You are perhaps a concerned citizen with respect to the streets of Peterborough. I respect that, but I'm not having you harass and intimidate my staff by filming them at their place of work.
Okay.
Do we understand each other?
Well, I'm under the understanding that public window, I approached the public window, respectfully asked for public information, and now you're threatening me to be criminally removed from a public office where there is no signage, no nothing that says no video
I am
recording, but
telling you
you
now, sir,
have
this
cameras
office,
on me.
this is not a camera, sir. It is.
If you want to end this, you just let me know.
Well, you've been asked to leave.
Yeah,
It's
I
not-
just,
You've
I
got
just,
your answer
This
that you
doesn't,
were
this
looking
doesn't
for.
record. This is
so what
secure.
I'm trying to get is just an email
Okay.
so I can continue.
He's already said you can
or
send him a
any
letter.
crowns.
You can
You're
send
not
me
gonna get
information,
that.
other information. You can send me a letter,
I
sir.
am going to need to be charged with trespass to be able to leave, so I have some ground in court, so I can go to court and file a complaint against this. Are you going to write me a trespass ticket or letter or whatever
Well, if
that
you're
is?
planning to leave,
Brandon, if you want to complain about me or my conduct, you're welcome to write a
I
letter
agree. I've
to.
probably got enough information here
You're
today. I
welcome
do
to write
appreciate
a
your
letter
time,
to
sir.
my
I'm sorry to have
regional director.
waste your time.
You're welcome to write a letter to my regional director. You're welcome to write a letter to me.
May I have his information from you,
His name is Paul Tate.
Paul
He
Tate?
is, if you look up Director of Crown Operations,
Mm-hmm.
you will be able to find his address, much like you found our address here in Newmarket.
In Newmarket. Thank you, sir. And this is all I've been trying to do is communicate with a government official and body in regards to how to get information. It shouldn't be this difficult. Thank you.
so
I appreciate it. Yes. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you both.
Thank you very much for your time, guys. Isn't that amazing? You can't even speak to a public official, but when the police show up,
I think it's
they're
just
willing
out
to
this
talk.
way, sir. Or did you come up this way?
I came up to the elevator, and we're still in a public building, right?
Yep, we're just following
I'm just
you.
not in the public office, right? Like I say, I'm sorry to waste your time with this, but unfortunately, if you know my name through your call logs, that we're having issues in this city, and
I'm not sure what your name is. I'm not too
Brandon,
Sure.
well, I'm not gonna give you my last name because I
That's
am
fine.
recording,
That's
but my name is Brandon. I've been putting a lot of things up onto Catch a Car Hopper. Problem is I speak to your police chief. There's no recording in your police station. He informs me stuff that is not true or accurate. Unfortunately, there you have a sign that says no recording.
Correct, yes.
So when he tells me something, how do I hold him accountable, right? Unfortunately for these folks, there's no signage that says no recording. And that's part of the law. You have to have signage. And there's probably no signage for a reason.
I just
Right.
hope you have got the answer that you're looking for.
Well, and like I say, I was here the first time and they more or less just said, nothing. You get out of our office. So this time, like I said, I was prepared to take your $65 ticket, take it to court, and have some sort of accountability because your police chief says that everything you read on the internet is not true necessarily, but I well assure you recording them, telling me information is 100% legal. But like I say, I got my information.
Excellent.
Thank you so much for your
Okay.
time, sir.
Have a good day, okay?
You as well. Be safe out there.
Thanks, you too.
All right. Well, there you have it. We got our information, but with the threat of being trespassed. Isn't that crazy? Well, that'll wrap it up, I guess. We're just coming up on the 30-minute mark. I'll round this out to 30 minutes. Get a little bit more content of our back. It's crazy. They don't want to be seen on camera. But meanwhile, you look around downtown here, all of us are on camera, in the public. All right? Do we get to say if we want to be on camera? Absolutely not. It's all them. Crown elects the judges that persecute. Crown tells the police what to persecute for. And when you try to ask them for any information, they tell you, get out of our office. Well, this time we got more information, people. And we're gonna hold them accountable for everything they tell us these days. Because I've had enough. It's time for some transparency, people. From the great town of Peterborough, Ontario, 3 o'clock. I'm calling it a day, guys.